Welcome back to the channel, guys, and here we are, Madden 26, and we're going to do a New York Giants rebuild. Now, the New York Giants are currently 2-11. We're in week 15. We've imported the latest week rosters, or whatever you want to call it. So we are at the current week of recording, and they are terrible in everything. They've had a bad season. It's been a bit of an unlucky one as well, I think, losing their star receiver, Malik Neighbours, losing their running back, Cam Scatterbo, for the season as well, who looked like he was just breaking out. He was unbelievable. They obviously started the season with Russell Wilson as their quarterback one as well. That didn't work. And Jackson Dart is now the starter. He is, for the time being, the future of the franchise. And yeah, offensively, Dart's shown moments. I think the offense as a whole, they've shown moments. See, James Winston came in for one or two games and actually played quite well. Everyone loves James Winston. Some of the quotes he says in the interviews are brilliant. Wan'Dale Robinson's been decent, but he's in a contract year as well. Now, the O-line could do with a bit of work, but it's not too bad. They've obviously got their franchise tackle in Andrew Thomas. You've got John Runyon, who's 28, probably hit his ceiling, but he's a star dev. Evan Neal at guard in the contract year as well. He's pretty young. Do we want to carry on with him? Illuminor, he's probably 30 odd, 30. So he's going to be moving on as well. So we need to find a tackle. Schmidt, 26. So we've got a little couple of years out of him, but do we want to get better? Tight end, we've got Theo Johnson and Daniel Bellinger. I really like, especially Theo Johnson. I really like him. I've used him in Madden 26 as well, and he's actually really good in game. Running backs, obviously, Cam Scatterbo, who will be back. I've put him and Neighbours just at the bottom of the depth chart for realism. So we won't be using them for the end of this season, but next season they'll both be back. Tyron, who's a good, serviceable back in the league, but compared to Cam Scatterbo, Devin Singletary is obviously getting on. He's at the ceiling. He's 27. Actually, thought he was older than that, but he's not going to be here. If we look at the team as a whole and we think who's going to be here at the end of the rebuild in say 5 years' time, are any of these going to be in it? Cam Scatterbo probably, Neighbours probably, Dart hopefully, Wan'Dale Robinson if we re-sign him, Theo Johnson if we can get him an upgrade, and defensively this is where they really do excel, shall we say, the pass rush. Brian Burns is fantastic. They went and got Abdul Carter in the draft, who looks every bit like a stud. They've got Sexy Dexy on the D line. How old? He's 27, but he's an X Factor. There's also Kayvon Thibodeau. What are we going to do with him? He was obviously a few seasons ago out of Oregon. He's still only 24. Been in the league 3. Looked like he was going to be a superstar coming out of the draft. Hasn't really been like that. Javon Holland spins up, former Dolphin. My fellow Dolphin player actually over the past few years. Was really gutted that he left, but that is the nature of the beast, I suppose. So we've got Javon Holland. He's only 24, 25. Another one out of Oregon. And we've also got, I hate that it goes back, Dane Belton's only young as well at safety. He's only 24, also in a contract year. Corners, we've got Paulson Adebo, Drew Phillips, Odell Flott, Deontay Banks. These are all decent, young, I mean, old Adebo, 26, young corners. I think this Giants team is set up for the future, as in two years down the line, this team could be unbelievable with a few extra pieces. Now, at the moment, being 2-11, D-line needs work. Special teams, we've got Gillen and Gano. Young Wei Koo, well, for some reason. We'll just bury Scat about down the depth chart to make sure he doesn't actually get any, and Neighbours, God's sake. Down the depth chart to make sure he doesn't get any snaps for realism. I am going to be importing the 2026 real life draft classes, so it is realistic. It's going to be a realistic rebuild. We might do a 2027 draft as well if I can find one that I like. But so it stands, we will have, no, wrong, hang on. I believe we're tied with the Titans and the Raiders for the worst record, so potentially we could be getting the number 1 pick. But at the moment, it's definitely a top 3 pick. We could trade out of that and trade with a team that needs a quarterback, because there's going to be quarterback needy teams, and potentially collect a haul of picks to continue the rebuild of this Giants roster and get more young talent into the building. So yeah, we are going to sim to the end of the season. We're obviously not going to be in the playoffs. We'll see how this team finishes up, and then it's rebuild time. See you at the off season. So here we are at the wildcard week. So the season finishes, and we finished 4-13. So we did win 2 games. We'll have a quick look, see who they were against. And so we were at week 15. We actually beat the Commanders 31-20. Commanders having a bad season themselves. And Jackson Dart was incredible. Well, maybe not. Jackson Dart threw 291 yards, a touchdown and 2 picks. Tyron Tracy got 3 touchdowns, hat-trick of touchdowns for Tyron Tracy in that one. And then Wan'Dale Robinson, who's obviously wide receiver 1 at the moment, goes 125 yards and a touchdown. So there's the one. Who else did we beat? I'm going to guess Raiders. I'm pretty sure we played that. It was the Raiders. We lost to the Vikings. We lost to the Cowboys. We beat the Raiders 17-10. And Jackson Dart again, over 116 yards and a pick. But Kenny Pickett was worse. Ironically, Tyron Tracy doing well on the ground. So this are set up to get plenty of runs. So when Cam Scatterbo is back, he could dominate the league and become a superstar, which we think that he will be. So that's going to put us, let's have a look at the standings. That puts us, as it looks on here, as the number 4 pick, which is still high, obviously. It's a top 5 pick. We could get a stud, or we could trade back, like we said, collect more picks and bring more young players through the door. Titans look like they're going to get the number 1. They're not going to go quarterback. Raiders need a quarterback. Needy teams. We are going to sort out the draft class and things like that, and then we'll go to re-sign week and see what contracts or what players we want to bring back for season 2 or season number 1, as we'll call it in this. Here we are then at the Super Bowl week. We'll go to the season recap, and it's Green Bay Packers and Jordan Love who take the Super Bowl. Jordan Love is Super Bowl MVP. Yearly award winners on the right. No surprises there. Stafford, Vrabel, Taylor, Garrett, Gentry, Schlesinger. Bills losing another Super Bowl. I did forget to just check the stats before. So if we go and have a look at the stats. Looks like Russell Wilson's retired. Jackson Dart, just over 2,000 yards, 15 touchdowns, 10 picks. Rushing. Dixon says not a lot. Cam Scatterbo, 405 touchdowns before his injury. Jackson Dart did rush for nearly 400 yards and 7 touchdowns. Receiving, Wan'Dale Robinson did get over 1,000 yards. Which is very good. 6 touchdowns. Not much after that. Defensively, this is what I'm really interested in. Okereke, Dane Belton, tackle machines. Brian Burns, 21 TFLs, 19.5 sacks. Not much after that. Abdul Carter, only 3.5 sacks. It's very disappointing. We need to find a way to get him more sacks, basically. Picks wise, Phillips, Lawrence, Sexy Dexy with a pick. Go on. Javon Holland and Muasau with the picks. Brian Burns comes second in sacks in the league. Nothing other than that. I don't think we can have a look at the award. We can't come past it. We shouldn't be getting any award winners. We'll have a look at any upgrades, and then we'll go to re-sign week. Drew Phillips, Brian Burns, Robinson, Tracy, Theo Johnson, Deontay Bank, all these players getting upgrades. I'm just going to stick them all like that so we can get into our first proper season. I'll keep clicking the wrong thing. Let's have a quick look to see what picks we are going to have. We do pick at number 4, and we've got a first, a second, a fourth, a fifth, 2 sixes, one from Dallas. So we do have a top 5 pick, which is obviously bad because of how bad we were, but good because we can use it to get more picks. Unless there's someone we love. Now, we've got 40 million in salary cap, and we want to re-sign Wandale Robinson, and he's going to be fairly expensive now because of that good season. Cordell Flott, let's bring Cordell Flott back for 4. He doesn't want to come back. It's a good start. Jonte Banks has declined his 5th-year option. We'll re-sign him next year. Dane Belton, let's try and keep Dane Belton. Yes, 3-year. Dane Belton is back. We want to keep as many young players as we can. Micah McFadden, he should be fairly cheap. Let's keep him for a 3. He's going to go. That's fine. This is going to be a proper rebuild. Evan Neal, how much is he going to be? Do we want to continue trying to... No, he doesn't want to be back either. Daniel Bellinger, I think we can let walk. Everyone else, I think we can let walk. Illuminor's 31. I think Russell Wilson retired. That means we can re-sign Wandale Robinson, who isn't interested in signing either. This is going to be a full rebuild. They're all leaving because we suck, and that's fine. Let's go into free agency, where we probably won't be getting anyone. It's never anyone any good anyway. I can guarantee you the best players in free agency are going to be the ones that we just let go. Bar Javonte Williams. There you go. Wandale Robinson. Travis Kelce's here. This is crap. Cordell Flott. Let's go and have a look at the team, see what it is that we need. Now we have our players back. So Cam's there. Malik Neighbours is back in. O-lines definitely need. Guard, tackle, centre. All across the O-line, basically. I'm fine with Theo Johnson. We're fine at running back. We have got... How old Slayton? Slayton's 29. He's at his ceiling. McLeod, Jalen Hyatt. Receivers need now. Brian Burns goes up to X Factor. Did he have X Factor before? Don't think so. Dexter Lawrence loses his X Factor. Darius Alexander gets his star dev. Kayvon Thibodeau. Wonder if you can play Will linebacker. That's potential. 258. A bit light for D tackle. A bit light in the ass. As C4 would say. Shout out C4. Corner, I think we're pretty good at. Special teams. We've got a kicker. We've got a punter. Could do a long snapper. See if we can find a long snapper. You'll do. Let's just get him in. Other than that, we've got kicker, punter, safety. I think we're pretty good at. Quentin Lake's here. Kevin Byard, Brian Cook, corner, Jalen Watson. There's Cordell Flott. Wheel linebacker. Ivan Pace would be pretty good. Only 25. He's not great on McFadden, who we had last season, and he's a year younger. Let's put a little offer on Ivan Pace. Otherwise, we can find Will in the draft. Mike, don't need. Sam, no good. We're good at. D-tackle, there's no one there. We can find that in the draft as well. In the O-line, Evan Neal's a top guard. This, and then check receiver just in case. Wandale Robinson's a top receiver. Isaiah Likely? No. Daniel Jones. Just bring Daniel Jones back. I don't think so. So we are just going after Ivan Pace and the long snapper. We do get Ivan Pace. That's a good addition. Only 25. Star dev. And I think we go to the draft and see if there's anyone we love at 4 or if we trade down. So we've got mock draft 3 here. You see there we pick at 4. That's suggested that we're going to get Dante Moore. Now, I'm not saying quarterback is out of the question in this rebuild, but it is out of the question, I think, in this first draft. Although there are some quarterbacks I like. Fernando Mendoza, who I have done a rebuild with, and it was with the Raiders, where we took Fernando Mendoza. Go back and watch that if you haven't already. Very good. He's a very good player. Ruben Baines going at 3. TJ Parker. Caleb Downs. Lenore Sellers is here. Peter Woods. He'd definitely be a player that we look at. Jordan Tyson. Marigoa. Caden McDonald. Spencer Fano. Jeremiah Love. Obviously, don't need running back. Caden Proctor. Isaiah Wild. There's a lot of good players in this draft, especially in the first round. I think trading down, if we can get a future couple of firsts or something like that, definitely help us long term. Because especially as one of our needs is tackle, and tackle seems to be... Is this guy going to just sign or what? There we go. We got a long snapper. Very exciting free agency. Obviously, because we started mid-season, we don't have any talent scout talent scouted. Yeah, we have quarterbacks because I think that's what the game does. Now let's see what our offers are going to be for that first pick when we go into the draft. Oh, we have got some private workouts here though. We can get a bit of information. What do we want? We know all the tackles are going to be good. We'll stick one on Caleb Banks. Do we stick one on Caleb? I think he's going to be good as well. Zane Durant and not you, Dominique Orange. Tackles definitely a need, and it's easy to find in the auto-generated classes, but not so much in the realistic classes. So just remind ourselves of what we are looking for in this draft. O-line. O-line's a big need. Potentially to receiver, definitely in play. I think our linebackers and edge look good. Secondary looks good. Maybe another corner. D-tackle's definitely a need. Special teams is fine. So let's go into the 2026 NFL Draft, where we pick at number 4. The Tennessee Titans pick at number 1. They go T.J. Parker, edge rusher, which was projected in the mock draft. This should be Fernando Mendoza if we're sticking with the mock. And it is. Mendoza goes to the Raiders. Commanders take Ruben Bain, absolute monster. And we are on the clock. We do have options. Obviously, we could go. There's Caleb Downs, but our secondary is good. Peter Woods, who could be a unbelievable player. D-tackle, which we do need. Jordan Tyson's another one. Receiver, the unbelievable tackle. Marigoa, Fano, Proctor, Mackay Lemon. But I think for the betterment of the team going forward in the future, we look at trades. And who's got the best trade package? Oh, the Commanders. Ideally, we want one that's given us a first this year and next year, which is the Bears are giving us a 2026. 2026, 2027. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the moment. Bucks, 3rd, 4, 7. 3rd, 6, 7. Don't want to do interdivisional. Lions are obviously a lot higher. 30, 23, 27. We're going to make a trade with the Seahawks. We'll get number 23, a first next year, a 3rd this year, and then 2 late picks next year. I don't want to shithouse it and create my own trades and get overpaid and get an absolute haul. So the Seahawks move up. We move back to 23, and the Seahawks move up for Caleb Downs. And we are going to advance to our pick here. So Dante Moore goes to Cleveland. Norris Sarah goes to the Jets. Peter Woods falls to 7, the Saints. Jordan Tyson to the Cardinals. Marigoa, the first tackle off the board, to the Rams. Any other? Jeremiah Love goes to the Cowboys. It's a very Cowboys pick, that. Spencer Fano. Another tackle. Proctor's off the board. Isaiah Wilds off the board. Let's see what we have here. Mackay Lemon's still here. Arvell Reese. We don't really need Mike. Jalen Kilgore. Very good. What do we need? Let's have a look. Tackles. We've probably missed out on all the best ones. Although, how am I supposed to pronounce that, honestly? Vavega Iona. B-A to C run block. Shit athlete. Oh, hello. Now we've got Emil Wagner here. He's got A run block, C pass block, B impact blocking. But then we look at his combines and his ratings. He's got elite acceleration, elite agility, elite change of direction, elite jumping, elite speed, decent strength. That is a hell of a combine, and we do need tackle. We are going to go Emil Wagner. I think he's definitely the pick at the moment. D tackles, anyone? Whoa, the ones I scouted look terrible. Dante Corleone is down here as well. Corner, Malik Muhammad. I think Wagner's the pick. We're going to go Emil Wagner of Notre Dame. He is number 73, the true talent. We get him at 23. Give me a dev trait. Hidden dev, that'll do. Remember that. Great athlete. 6'6", 301 pounds. He's going to start immediately for us at right tackle. And we're going to skip to our next pick, which is number 4 in the 2nd round. Mackay Lemon's still here. Kenyon Sadiq as well. Carnell Tate. Carnell Tate could be the pick. A catching, great acceleration, great jumping, all that elite jumping, good speed. What's Mackay Lemon? We're going to go Carnell Tate. I think Kenyon Sadiq is awesome as well, isn't he? We need receiver with the 2nd round. The New York Giants select Carnell Tate, wide receiver out of Ohio State, and he is number 14 in true value. We get him at 36. Hidden Dev, 93 acceleration, 91 speed, 93 jumping, change of direction, 92 agility. That's a good pick. Carnell Tate is a New York Giant. Arville Reese went to the Raiders. We're going to run on linebackers before our pick there. So we now pick at number 23 in the third. What have we got here? Christian Gray. Christian Gray looks good. Deuce Robinson. JC Tacario Davis. Cannot zone cover. Tight end. Anyone? Max Clare. We could get Max down the board. Bryce Foster's got B pass block, B run block. We centre. Decent combine. We do need a centre. We're going to go Bryce Foster here. Rank number 119. We got him at 87. Give me a dev trait. Normal dev. That one stings a little. I still think he's going to be good enough to start for us. Christian Gray went the pick after us. We do have 2 picks in this. No, we don't, do we? No, we don't. We pick here at number 100. Still go corner. Is that Nick Harbour? Nick Harbour's still here. Walker Parks has got B run block, pass block. Decent combine. Walker Parks. Let's try and remember that one. Don't need out D tackle. Is there anyone here? Zavin Harris. It's always someone stupid. Ego Dogaba. I might have butchered that. He's got A finesse moves. Let's remember that one as well. Linebackers, I think we're good. Or there's value with Deontay Lawson. Corner. Let's have a look at corner. Tacario Davis is still there. Just can't zone cover. Everything else is good though. We're going to go to Tacario Davis here. We might be an absolute dud. Ranked 51. We got him at 100. That's a good pick. Normal dev. 92 acceleration, 91 speed. He's going to come in and play some corner for us. And we pick now at number 132. Who were those 2 players I said to remember? I can't remember. Was one of them a guard? It was Walker Parks. We're going to get, could be an absolute miss. 139, got 132, so decent value. Normal dev. Dev traits so hard to come by in these realistic classes, honestly. Jennings Dunker was still on the board. I missed that one. We're going to go and find that D tackle. Dominique Orange is still here. I think the other one looked better purely because he had a summon. This guy. A finesse moves. Great athlete. Give me a dev trait. Ranked 121. Got him at 164. Normal dev. And I've just drafted a player. I cannot pronounce his name. Is there anyone else here that we like? Dominic Zvada. Michael Trigg. Is there anyone who's any athletes? Dion Burks, Hardway, Jack Velling. He's going to play tight end. 251, we got 176, normal dev. And that was our final pick. That'll be the draft. We'll check the recap, see how we did. I don't think we did. There's anything to shout about, but we got young talent through the door. And we got that extra pick. So Emil Wagner's a 72 with a dev trait. Yep. Carnell Tate's a 77 with a dev trait. Foster's a 70. Tacario Davis is a 73. Parks was 69. Igor Dogaba 70. And then Jack Billings is 66. I won't ruin the draft class for you, but go in and have a look and see how these players all fit in to the team. So Carnell Tate slots in there as wide receiver 3. We might want to just bump him straight up to wide receiver 2, which we do. Wagner's a plug and play there. Walker Parks goes straight in at right guard. And we're going to play Foster over Schmitz. We want to get everyone younger. Jack Belling in there at tight end 2. On defense, pretty much the same. Igor Dogaba is going to play above Robertson Harris. He's going to play DT3. Tacario Davis in their corner for depth. That's our team so far. We will check. Carnell Tate's going to kick return. We will check the free agency just to see if we missed anyone. I don't think we did. I'm going to jump in, do some training camp, and then we shall see you at the mid-season. And we get gold with Jackson Dart on the quarterback drill. There we go. That's really good. It's not something that I get very often. That's massive. Jackson Dart getting gold. We get silver with Cam Scatterboo. I was miles off the gold, but silver's okay. He's already going to be a beast anyway. And he gets 0.2000 XP. Come on, there we go. We get a gold medal with Carnell Tate in the wide receiver battle. That was a bit of a baller, but that gets him 2 skill points, 6,000 XP. We're getting gold with Wagner, and I've got to say, he's the fastest lineman I've ever seen on this drill. And he gets the gold pretty comfortably. Unbelievable speed from the right tackle. And we get a skill point, 2,500 points there. We should be getting gold with Igadogabare. I might be butchering that name, so I do apologise. We should be getting gold here with him. Good if we could get him off that normal development. We do get the gold. Let's see what we can get. And we get skill point 2,500. No dev trait upgrade. With 1 rep remaining, looks like we're going to get gold with Sicario Davis on this drill. Drill that I'm not very good at, but we have smashed it. That's probably my highest score ever. Corner Sicario Davis getting the gold medal. He's on the normal dev as well. If we could get him up to star, which no dev traits being given out this time out. And that'll be the end of training camp. We have got some upgrade points after training camp. We've got 4 for Carnell Tate. We're going to put them all in the scheme fit, which is playmaker. It's normally the best one to put in for the receiver anyway. Loads of upgrades, and he's going to start the season at over an 80 overall. Really good pick in the second round for us there. And there's a 1-2 of Neighbours, Malik Neighbours and Carnell Tate. That's a scary offense. He's up to an 82 already. Hasn't even played a snap in the NFL yet. Again, we're going to go power scheme fit, which is power. The tackle Emil Wagner after getting gold in his training camp drill. And he should start the season at about 74, 75-ish. Stays 73. Sicario Davis, another one. He'll be at about a 75, 76. Just putting the NFL on in the background. Mike Evans getting suited up. Ego Dogberet. Ego. We're going to call him Ego for the sake of not butchering his name. Goes up to a 73. Still got a couple more. Cam Scatterbo. Beast. He's so fun to watch, even on and off the field. He's great value TV wise. Scheme fit is improviser, so that's what we're going to stick it in. I wouldn't say that's exactly Jackson Dart's forte, but that's what we're going to go with. He's up to a 78. Normal dev, we're going to try and get him off that as soon as possible, if we can. Ivan Pace gets an upgrade as well. Free agency signing. And we're going to jump into season number 2 or season number 1, whichever way you look at it, and I shall see you at the mid-season mark. So I just realised that I have actually forgot to show you the lineup of the team for this season. So as we are in week 1, this is your team. Line is going to be Thomas, Runyon, Foster the rookie, Parks the rookie, Wagner the rookie, Theo Johnson, Velling tight ends, Malik Neighbours, Carnell Tate, who's got star dev, Darius Slayton at receiver. We've got Cam Scatterbo, Tyron Tracy, Jackson Dart's our starter, James Winston's backing him up. Offensively, Abdul Carter, Pace, Okarike Burns, Holland, Belton in his secondary, with Phillips, Adebo, Deontay Banks and Sicario Davis, with Ego, Lawrence and Alexander as your front 3. That's your team for season number 1 or season number 2, whichever way you want to look at it. I've downloaded the 2027 draft class. So we've got the likes of Jeremiah Smith, Juden Sayin, Minnie Mahomes, all these guys, Ryan Williams, Kobe Lane. I don't know too much about them, but we'll give it a go anyway. And we'll see you at the mid-season mark. Here we are at the mid-season mark, week number 8, to coming off a win against the Washington Commanders. We do sit 4-3. We got a weekly award here. Jackson Dart gets NFC Offensive Player of the Year, going for over 300 yards, 3 passing touchdowns. See if we got any more over the course of the season. No, just that one. That's fine. Scout national focus. We'll do. What do we need the most? So let's have a look at how we're looking. See if we can find if we had any dev traits that needed revealing. I don't think we did. We did Wagner's a star. Foster's playing over him. Carnell Tate's a star. We got. Was that the only ones? I think it might have been. Well, that sucks. We are 4-3. We'll have a look at the contracts, see what the situation is. Kayvon Thibodeau. That's an interesting one. Do we want to re-sign Kayvon Thibodeau? He is asking for. I mean, it's not. But Are we going to use him? What could we get for Kayvon Thibodeau? So there are offers. Over the moon about the offers. But could we just get a decent pick? Could we get a third or a second from the Browns for Kayvon Thibodeau? And that's a done deal. Kayvon Thibodeau is off to Cleveland for a 2027 third and a fourth round pick. We weren't looking to re-sign him. He's not really playing. We've got Abdul Carter. We've got Brian Burns. I think that's a good move for us and for him. Deontay Banks, 25, 77, star dev. Let's lock him in for a 4-year. That's cheap as well. He's going to develop. Okereke is 30. Devin Singletary can walk. Runyon's 29. Might get him back on a 1-year so we can find his replacement. John Runyon is back. Hyatt can walk. Schmitz can walk. All these guys can walk. We will decline the 5th year on Malik Neighbours when we get ahead of that contract. We've got 82 million. We'll think about Okereke and we'll continue on. We have got the Tennessee Titans. We'll stay live here. One sec. Stay live and see how we fare against the Tennessee Titans, who are once again, they are 1-6. They are struggling after having back-to-back first-round picks, after having back-to-back number 1 overall picks, picking Cam Ward in 2025, then picking TJ Parker in 2026, and we lose. You can't be serious. What has happened there? Lose 22-21. Cam Ward throws 250 for 2 touchdowns and a pick. We throw 193 for a touchdown. We hardly run the football, even though Cam Scatterberg got 2 touchdowns. Malik Neighbours has 69 yards. Carnell Tate touchdown as well. Offensively, Abdul Carter got a hat trick of sacks. Dane Belton with how have we lost that game? Kayvon Thibodeau? Is that why? Because we've lost Kayvon Thibodeau? We are going to skip sim to the playoffs. See, we could still get there. We're 4-4 at the moment. Let's see if we make the playoffs in season 2. Here we are at the wild card then, and we do make the playoffs. We don't make 500. We finish 8-9, but that is good enough to make the playoffs. We finished second in the division. Eagles win it with 13-4. They don't get the number 1 seed though. The Green Bay Packers, the reigning Super Bowl champs, go 14-3 to get that 1 seed. We tiebreaker over Dallas because Dallas finished 8-9 as well. So do the Seahawks. So do Tampa Bay. They all miss out. We sneak into the playoffs with the skin of our teeth. But look at those ratings we've got. We're 20th in points, but we're top 10 in passing yards and rushing yards. We're top 5 defense in terms of points, top 2 in terms of passing yards defense, but our run defense isn't the best. It's 13th. That means, but we knew that we needed more on that D line. But that's really promising. We're going to check out the stats. And Jackson Dart was decent. Threw for nearly 4,000 yards, 25 touchdowns, 16 picks. We want to get those picks down. Cam Scatterbo was unbelievable. 1,300 yards, 11 touchdowns. Jackson Dart added a touchdown and a couple hundred. So Jackson Dart went for over 4,000 yards and 26 touchdowns, really. Receiving, Carnell Tate, over 1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns from the rookie. That's unbelievable. Malik Neighbours only getting 1,000, 7 touchdowns. Theo Johnson getting involved. Slayton, Scatterbo in the run, in the receiving game as well. Triple-digit tackles for Okereke, Phillips, and Pace. And big drop off here. Brian Burns only gets 7.5 sacks. Abdul Carter picked his game up, 14.5 sacks for him. Sexy Dexy gets 14 sacks as well. Pace getting 6.5. That's a good free agency signing. And then pick-wise, couple for Okereke, couple for Holland, Phillips, Moisau, and Dane Belton. All in all, not too bad. We are in playoffs. We'll check out the yearly awards, see what happens. Nothing in. We do it for 10th, Coach of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, Carnell Tate finishes in 6th. Defensive Player of the Year, Abdul Carter in 10th. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Carnell Tate wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year, nothing. Best QB, no. Running back, Cam Scatterbo finishes in 7th. Receiver, Carnell Tate in 4th. O-line, Walker Parks finishes top 10 in best O-line, the rookie. And we get Dexter Lawrence, Abdul Carter, D-line in the top 10. Nothing there. Ben Sowles, best kicker in the NFC. There we go. There's your award winners. Could be a dev trait upgrade for Carnell Tate. With Eagles the utmost respect and upgrade the players before we play them. Jackson Dart is going above an 80 now. Trying to get him as a perfect scheme fit is going to help. Get him off that normal development as well would be good. Not sure he's had the season good enough to do that, but still promising. A lot of upgrades there. We're going to check out the team. Carnell Tate up to a 92 with morale already. Leapfrogging Neighbours. We will put Neighbours as wide receiver 1, which he is. Cam Scatterbo up to a 92 as well with morale. Really good. Abdul Carter up to 90. Okarike is a 90. Brian Burns. This team is, I feel like it's close to being something really good. Let's see how we get on against the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't think we stand much of a chance, but we shall see. I'm not going to jump into any games yet. We do lose 35 to 20. Jalen Hurts too good. Well, I say 167 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jackson Dart goes over 300 and a touchdown. Rushing, Barkley gets 2. Carnell Tate gets a rushing touchdown. Cam Scatterbo 79. Carnell Tate goes over 100. Malik Neighbours 80 and a touchdown as well. What a pick he was. Sacks, any sacks? 1 sack. No picks. Defense might have let us down in that one. And that is our end of the season. Look at those NFL rankings. Definitely something to be excited about. And we're going to sit to the off season and build on what has been a very promising first full season. So 2026 season recap, and it's the Philadelphia Eagles. So we lost to the eventual champions, winning the Super Bowl against the Broncos. Reed Blankenship gets Super Bowl MVP. There's your yearly award winners on the right side. Vrabel wins Coach of the Year again. Carnell Tate, Rookie of the Year. And that could be a potential dev trait increase. Let's go and have a look. And it is. Carnell Tate goes up to a superstar. No, that's the wrong one. That's Malik Neighbours, also a superstar. Carnell Tate goes up to a superstar after 1 year. There we go. Offensive Rookie of the Year, superstar development. He looks incredible. And we got him in the second round. Don't forget. That's unbelievable. Anything on the defensive side of the ball? Wagner stays. Brian Burns loses his X Factor, which is probably fair considering the season he had. Other than that, I can't see any more. Carrier Davis up to a 78. Thought Abdul Carter might have gone up to X Factor. Didn't. And that's that. We'll check the re-sign to make sure we haven't missed anyone. I think Okarike, we'll decline the 5th-year option on Malik Neighbours. Get ahead of that contract. 79 now. Wonder if he'll sign a 1 year. I'll have him taken for 1 year because we've got the cap. No, he's going. Thank you very much, Bobby. You're on your way. All these players can go as well, and we restart again. We have got money. If there is anyone in free agency that we do want, we'll have a look. Just double check the team, see what our needs are. Line can get improved, but obviously we are very young at O-line. Apart from Runyon, who we've brought back for 1 year. Receiver, we look sound. Running back, we look fine. Obviously, quarterback's good. We could get a mentor in. Quarterback with a mag. The linebacker's now a need, although Moe Assau is 26. B-tackle still a need, but it is my focus scouting. Corner, we're fine. Just need development. There's not that many needs on this team. I don't know. I didn't check. Special teams. Special teams, we're fine as well. Not really anything we can go looking for here. And there's not really anything here worth looking at. Just all old players. Marvin Mims, don't need receiver. Patrick Queen wouldn't be a bad rental if we could get him maybe 2 years, something like that. We'll see. But otherwise, we can look to the draft for linebacker. Carrington Valentine, don't need corner. D. Winters, I don't like anyone here. Pelotu. Trenton Simpson, that's who we want. We want Trenton Simpson. We'll take the offer off Patrick Queen. We're going to offer Trenton Simpson. He's going to accept. We've got Trenton Simpson, absolute monster of an athlete. Star dev, he's only 26. He's going to be our Okarike replacement. Beautiful. That's filled a hole. O-line, D-tackle, that's what we need. And we're probably going to do it in the draft. What picks do we have? We should have an extra first round here. Yeah, we do. And it's just number 16 from Seattle. 16. So we got 2 firsts, a second, 2 thirds, 2 fours, a 5, 2 sixes, and a 7. We are stacked for this draft. Let's hope we can make it count. We will, if we don't find anyone we like at certain picks, we can trade out, go to next year because it will be the auto-generated classes as well. I'm probably better off finding talent in those auto-generated classes, particularly down the board. But if there's anyone we do like, we'll obviously take them. Let's have a look at the mock draft here. It is, so the Commanders have got the first overall pick. The Titans was to turn it around. Raiders, number 2, Dylan Stewart, a couple of edges, a couple of receivers. Ryan Williams currently going number 4. Ty Simpson to the Cardinals. Julian Sayin to the Dolphins. That's an interesting one. Where are we? So Crawford is an edge. So they've got us taking him at number 16 and then a tackle at 19. I wouldn't say both are immediate needs in which to spend a first round pick on. Jeremiah Smith going number 2 to the Raiders. That'd be Mendoza and Jeremiah Smith on the same team. Wow. I'm just going to go and check the draft board, see what, if there's anyone, and I'll set my favourites, and then we'll start the draft. So here we are at the 2027 NFL Draft, and if you look at our needs, we can go and have a look at. I mean, I think it's a case really of player available. Go in BPA. If there's a player we like, and if we don't, we can trade out, we can trade down, whatever. O-line is definitely in play. We're fine at running back. I think we're fine at receiver for now. We eventually find a wide receiver 3 to replace Slayton. I'm fine at tight end. D tackle's the next biggest need, I feel. Corner's fine. Linebackers are fine. Edge is good. It's just a case of BPA. Get more young talent through the door. And first overall is going Colin Simmons, edge to Washington Commanders. This one's got to be Smith. It is Jeremiah Smith, partners up with Fernando Mendoza in Las Vegas. And we're going to move to our pick at 16, and see what's on the board. We do pick at 19 as well. Anthony Knapp's here. Guard is a position in need. I do have him favorited. KJ Bolden, safety. Oh, unbelievable combine. Pasantis is another one. Guard. We could double up on guard. It's not very exciting. Have a look at the favourites that I've got favorited. D2, the D tackles that I'd say favorited. Stone's left, but he's a day 3 true talent. There's just no value with the D tackles, unfortunately. Jay Hicks could be the best of the bunch, but we could get him down the board. I think we're going to go guard. Or do we trade out? We could trade out, trade down to 20th, pick up a 5th. 2 first rounders from the Texans, 28 and 29. Same for the Seahawks. Same for the Packers and the Eagles. I think we're going to go with the Texans here. We pick up 2 firsts, a 4th and a 7th. There's no one we love at 16. We might as well think about the future. And they do go Anthony Knapp, who would have been my pick if anything. But we're back on the board here. And I think we're going to go KJ Bolden. Unbelievable athlete. B-zone coverage, A to C man, E hit power. Is there anyone else? Cam Coleman, Chase Pasantis. Arch Manning's still on the board. That's interesting. We are going to go KJ Bolden. Sort of hybrid safety linebacker kind of player. Decent letter, great athlete. Ran a 4.33 on his college pro day. KJ Bolden's a pick. And he's ranked number 8. He's top 10 in the class. We get him at 19. Hidden dev, 93 speed, 95 acceleration. That's a good pick. Really good pick to start the draft. Picked up a couple of firsts as well. Trading out from 16. And we've got plenty of picks in this draft, remember. Arch Manning's still there. That's so tempting. But we are going to stick with Jackson Dart. Is there anyone still on my board? Traders Green. We could do with a tight end. We could do with a tight end. Traders Green's a good player. Keaton Thomas also. We know he's around 1 to 2 talent. Probably getting further down the board. Excuse me. D tackle's probably our biggest need now. Is there anyone at all? Jay Hicks, we can get down the board. Dominic McKinley. He's an edge rusher, and it's not really our biggest need. I think his BPA, potentially. It's around 3 to 4 projection. Really good letter grades, decent athlete. He's ranked 152, we got him at 51. No dev trait. That's a shit pick. I fell for that one. You had 3 A's. You had 3 A's. Arch Manning's still here in the 3rd round. What? Traders Green's still there. That's going to be our pick of a tight end through the door. Rank 106, comes 72. Hidden development, 89 acceleration, 87 speed. It's a good pick. We pick again here in the 3rd. And Arch Manning's still here. Fucking hell, what's happening? Arch Manning's falling like a stone. And it's very tempting. We've got to rock with Jackson Dart, surely. We're going to go BPA here. Brian Parker. Looks like he could be good. B run block. A to C pass block. He could play somewhere across the O-line if needed. Rank 76, got him 83. Normal dev, which is a shame. Surely Arch Manning's gone now. There he is. He goes to the Commanders at 97. Wow, that's crazy. DJ Lagway's still here. We will do a rebuild Arch Manning at some point, but I just don't think this is the one to do it with. Although it's a fun storyline to have another Manning quarterback, the New York Giants. Not today. Caden Lee, fastest time for receiver. Pretty shit. Let's try and find a D tackle here amongst all this crap. Stephon Green is going to be the pick. I don't think it's going to be a great one, but we need a D tackle. Rank 192, we've got him at 104. Yeah, we need out of this draft big time. See if we can get our remaining picks, because I want out of this draft as soon as possible. 2 4s, a 5, 2 6s, and a 7 gets me a load of shit. Manufacture our own trade. That's our deal. The remainder of our draft goes Titans for a 3rd and a 4th rounder next year. I'm fine with that. We were absolutely fucking it right up. We had all those picks, and I just couldn't find anything at all. These classes are so much harder to draft in. We'll have a look at the draft recap. KJ Bolden's a 79. That's decent. Bryce Young's a 69. Nice. Traders Green 71. Brian Parker 72. And Stephon Green is a 68. Not the best draft for us. Do pick up a few picks next year, which is going to be the auto-generated class, which is obviously a lot better for us and easier. Feels easier to find decent players with good depth in the auto-generated classes. Check out the team. O-line stays the same, even though we bring in Parker. He can slot in anywhere. Traders Green's going to be our tight end 2 now. We've got, I need to bring in a backup quarterback, hopefully with mentor tag. Then defensively, we've brought in Young, who's going to back up the edges. Trenton Simpson, our big free agency signing. Another D tackle. Green. KJ Bolden is going to, what's he going to do? He's going to be a backup for now, I think. Do we just start him straight away? Didn't really need him, did I? But for the sake of drafting someone in the 1st round, we are going to start him. He's going to start at strong safety, which means Dane Belton is now surplus to requirements, really. We can look to move him on at some point. It's 26, still only normal dev. Might have some value. How was Nubin? Nubin's 26 as well, but he's got the star dev. And he can play free safety and strong safety. So Dane Belton is not needed anymore. We'll bang him on the trade block. I know we've not long re-signed him, but he isn't needed anymore. We do get a trade offer for Dane Belton. Ah, God. And I don't want either of these players, but to be fair, Zach Harrison and a 7th, it's more D-tackle depth, so we're going to accept that. We're going to accept that. This is going to be your team for season number 2. O-line stays the same from last season. Everything's pretty much the same, bar from Trenton Simpson. What's going on here? I have to move Pace to Mike. Trenton Simpson, our big free agency signing, Ivan Pace, KJ Bolden, and yeah, that's our team. I'm going to sort out the draft, the draft class and the scouts, and see you at the mid-season mark. And hopefully we can build on a really good season last season. Here we are and we are 4-2. We've just come off a bye and then a loss to the Eagles, 27. 4-2 is pretty good. I'm going to set the national scouting focus to D-tackle. Quickly upgrade the players, and then we'll have a look at the team. Still don't know depth threat on Traders Green. O-line's looking a lot better. Carnell Tate's now our wide receiver 1, by the looks of it. Darius Slayton's regressing, so wide receiver is something we need to look at. AJ Bolden's only got a star dev. Other than that, I know that we've drafted terribly so far, but we currently hold the about middle of the pack, really, with top 10 rush yards per game, 14th in points, low on the passing yards this year, 19th in points per game defensively, but both top 10 in passing yards and rushing yards defensively. Bit of a mixed bag. We are 4-2. We'll have a look and see who we did beat. We've started off 2-0, good wins, Buccaneers and Bills, and the Dolphins. We went 4-0. We started out 4-0, and then we've lost our last 2 games, including a 37-7 loss to the Jets. We've got Lenora Sellers, of course they have. Jackson Dart throwing 2 picks. Traders Green got a touchdown though. So we started out 4-0, and everything was looking rosy. We've lost our last 2. Hopefully we can bounce back this week against the Chargers. Let's just have a look. We'll have a look. So we have some big contracts coming up, I think. We did sign Geno Smith just for the mentor tag, just on a 1 year. Let's go and have a look if we need to re-sign him. Neighbours, that's the big one. Let's go and re-sign Malik Neighbours to a big fucking contract. 5 years, 145 million. That's going to take a few more. It's going to be close to 150 million by the time we sign him. Sexy Dexy, we are light in D-tackle, we know that. So if we can get him on another 2 years, he's still 95. Superstar. Dexy is back. Javon Holland, I've got to keep because he's my favourite player. One of. We have obviously got the money at the moment. Still on that rookie quarterback deal. Javon Holland is back. Drew Phillips, 25 years old. He's back as well. Paulson Adebo, 28. I think we will let walk. Nubin, Tyrone Tracy, Darius Slayton, Theo Johnson. We can decide on all these guys near the end of the season. But we have got the 5th years on Abdul Carter and Jackson Dart coming up. So we are going to have to pay these guys. Tight end, I think we're okay. Even though I really like Theo Johnson, we have got Traders Green. Slayton can walk, and we need to find a receiver. We've got Cam Scatterbo, obviously. Nubin is a difficult one because we did just sign a free agent, a safety. We can come back for all these. Let's stay live here and sim to week number 9. Can we go 5-2? Can we stop the losing run against the Los Angeles Chargers? And looks like we do. 31-20 is your final. And Jackson Dart was great. There we go. 214 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Went nearly a ton for Cam Scatterbo. Jackson Dart rushed in a touchdown himself. Receiving, Carnell Tate did what he does, 2 touchdowns. Cam Scatterbo, receiving touchdown as well. That's better. Sacks, 2.5 from Abdul Carter. Pick from KJ Bolden, the rookie. That's better. We are now 5-2. We've got a weekly award as well. And it's Jackson Dart himself with the 3 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. 4 touchdowns on the day for Jackson Dart against the Chargers. Let's see what this in the zone storyline is about. Cam Scatterbo, focus on rushing yards. It's going to be 1,600, isn't it? He's going to want 1,600 yards. It's going to be hard, but it's doable. We are 5-2. We've got a chance of making the playoffs again, and we shall see you at the playoffs. So here we are at the wildcard week, and we ended up going 12-5. Wow. So we were 5-2 just after the Chargers game. Bear with. Regular season. So here we went 5-2. We lost to the Cowboys, a close one. Beat the Saints, beat the Commanders, beat the Patriots, then lost to the Commanders and Falcons, and then we won our last 4 games, including 24-21 win against the Philadelphia Eagles, and we defeated the Lions. We could be onto something here. We'll check out the stats. Jackson Dart was a hell of a lot better. Nearly 4,000 yards, 37 touchdowns to just 7 picks. That's great. Cam Scatterbo doesn't get 1,600, but he does get nearly 1,500, 13 touchdowns. Jackson Dart added 302 touchdowns on the ground, so he goes for over 4,000 yards and 39 touchdowns. Receiving, Carnell Tate does what he does. Nearly 1,400 yards, 17 touchdowns. Malik Neighbours, who obviously we're going to be re-signing, he's not really hit the heights at the moment. He's living in Carnell Tate's shadow at the moment. Nearly 900 yards, 4 touchdowns. Theo Johnson was great. Also going to be looking to He's also in a contract year. 9 touchdowns from him, but we've obviously got Traders Green. Defensively, Ivan Pace and Drew Phillips triple DFL's 11 sacks for Abdul Carter. Sexy Dexy, after signing a new deal, gets 15 sacks. Brian Burns is only getting 7 sacks here. He's been disappointing. And then picks galore from everyone, including a couple from KJ Bolden, our rookie. Very, very good. We'll check out the yearly awards. And Jackson Dart gets a mention. He's in the top 10. We come second in Coach of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year is Carnell Tate. Cam Scatterbo at 10. Defensive Player of the Year, Sexy Dexy comes third. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Traders Green in at 9. Defensive Rookie of the Year, KJ Bolden, 6. Jackson Dart comes second in quarterback. Hopefully, that season should get him off that normal dev. Cam Scatterbo in at top 5. Carnell Tate wins best receiver. He's going to go up to an X Factor. I'm pretty certain. Walker Parks is in there again. D-line, we've got Dexter Lawrence in the top 3. Linebacker, Ivan Pace in the top 10. DB, no one. Kicker is in the top 5 again. Very successful season. Let's have a quick upgrade of the players, and then I think it was the Vikings in the wild card. It is. That's the wrong one. Carnell Tate's playing up to a 96. Walker Parks has improved massively. He's up to a 77. Wagner's up to an 81. Traders Green's up to a 79. So he's only a few points behind Theo Johnson, but he does have a star dev. So next season, we will be with Traders Green. Defensively, we're looking good. We are going to jump into this game against the Vikings. I won't actually play it, but we will give it a watch and see how we get on. If we can win our first playoff game of this rebuild. Jackson Dart's first. No, it's not. We did make the playoffs in year. We made the playoffs every year, haven't we? True, we've made the playoffs in every single season. Can we get our first playoff win? We go 7-0 up. We do lead 7-3, holding the Vikings to a field goal. Turnover. And now we stop them again. Our defense, we get 14-3 up. 14-9. Going into the fourth. Vikings now lead 17-14. 20-14. Big end of the game drive here. Can we get the gun? No. We lose 20-14. We are one and done in the playoffs again. Jackson Dart, 171 yards and a touchdown. Only a 59% passing completion. Running the football. Cam Scatterbo got a touchdown, 65. Theo Johnson with a touchdown. It's really his last game as a Giant. Slayton gets 56. We just didn't throw the football well. Defensively, a couple of TFLs and a few sacks from Carter. No interceptions. That's just a bad game. Back to the drawing board. That one stings. That one stings. I really thought we were going to go and win that game. After going 12-5. That hurts. Now we need to go and re-sign Malik Neighbours. Possibly a couple others. Reject the fifth-year options on Abdul Carter. And then do we commit to Jackson Dart? That's another question. Recap. Ravens beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson wins MVP. Brian Daboll wins Coach of the Year, so we do get Coach of the Year. There's your award winners on the right. Joe Burrow wins another MVP. There's a surprise. We'll upgrade the players. We'll check out the team, see if we've got any depth trait upgrades. I'm going to put my hat that Carnell Tate is now an X Factor. And he is. Carnell Tate gets no depth trait for Jackson Dart. That's so harsh. Carnell Tate is now an X Factor. There we go. Wide receiver of the year, offensive player of the year, upgrade. He looks incredible. X Factor, Carnell Tate, second round pick in the first draft. Dale Johnson's just gone up dev trait. He's got star dev. Javon Holland goes up to superstar. Brian Burns loses his superstar. What is happening? Cam Scatterbo led the league in rushing yards. Carnell Tate second in receiving yards behind Jamar Chase, obviously. Nothing else there. We have got a lot of cap room, so we can make a splash in free agency if we want, but we do need to consider that we are going to be re-signing Abdul Carter and Jackson Dart, I imagine. We also need to sort out this big contract for Malik Neighbors. It's going to be 5-year, 155 million, and Malik Neighbors is a giant for the rest of his prime. We're going to decline the 5th-year option on Abdul Carter, get ahead of that contract. Paulson Adebo is going to walk. Nubin's going to walk. We're going to decline the 5th-year option on Jackson Dart. Tyrone Tracy's going to walk. Slayton's going to walk. Now, Theo Johnson, I'm not paying you that much. I like you, but it's Traders Green's time to shine. All these guys can walk. We're going to need a lot. It's a big free agency and draft. We have got quite a few picks. It's an auto-generated draft class this time as well. So we have got 2 firsts, including a number 11, a second, 2 thirds, 2 fours, a 5th, a 6th, 2 sevenths. We'll have a look at what we need. If there's anything in free agency, we can go and get it. If not, we're going to the draft. Traders Green does have star dev. We need a guard. Any upgrade on the interior, really. We could do with an RB2. We need a wide receiver 3. Then D tackle's still a need, I imagine. I think corner's now a need as well. And then all the special teams. Cooper DeJean's here. Joe Alt's here. Cam Little. Ethan Evans. Roger Rosengarten. I'm just going to have a look at the draft class, see what we can find in there, and then see what that leaves us with needed in free agency. See you in a minute. So here we are I've gone through the class, and there's a few players that we like. There's a few corners, a couple of wide receivers, some interior, and then, as expected, there's a lot of D tackles with value down the board. Look at this guy, round 1, UDFA, A tackle, B power, B block shed, elite acceleration. He looks like a monster. So D tackle is definitely something we can attack in the draft. Get corner. There's also a running back here that looks pretty damn good. A carry and A break tackle. Elite strength. A bit similar to Cam Scatterbo though, so probably won't be going for him. Might actually look for a running back that's fucking fast. And the one doesn't exist, so that is that. And these guys are decent athletes as well. So I think we sort out the special teams in free agency. Let's get Ethan Evans in at punter. Let's get Cam Little in. Who's this guy? Lucas Carnero. 99 kick power. Let's get this guy in. Make sure there's no one we've missed on. Cooper DeJean is tempting, but I have done it before. There is a couple of corners in the draft as well. Linebacker, we were good for the time being. Edge, we're fine. D tackles the draft. O-line, interior is our main need. I think we can get one in the draft. We could use a Ricky Pearsall's here. A really fast guy. Calvin Austin. Adonai Mitchell. That's quite a fun one. Try and revive his career. We'll put a cheap. Let's go cheap on Adonai Mitchell. Try and revive that career. That's fun. And then we could do with the really fast running back, Keaton Mitchell. He kind of fits the bill. Jalen Wright as well. Brashard Smith. Let's go Smith on a cheap deal as well for depth. And then let's get a mentor quarterback. Gardner Minshew. He's a mentor apparently. Who's that? Aiden O'Connell's a mentor. Is he? Apparently. Aiden O'Connell. So these are the 5 we're going after in our first lot. Special teams, and then a speedy running back, a receiver who we want to revive his career in Adonai Mitchell, and a mentor quarterback to help Jackson Dart. We get 2 of them so far. Hopefully we'll get the rest in, and then we can go into this draft. We've got plenty of picks. Looks like a decent draft class in terms of what we need. We'll have a look at the mock draft 5. Yeah, Kirkpatrick's always going number 1. I think he's going to be unbelievable. A couple of D tackles going off the board early. Excuse me. And again, we pick at number 11 thanks to the was it? I can't remember. Who did we trade with? I can't remember. We pick at number 11 anyway, and then number 24, Nasir Cooper's someone that's on my board, and Jameel Shields. We would have to trade up to get those. I think Jason Grant's on my board as well. And we get all 5 of the players that we went after in free agency. That's good. Brings in some depth, some mentorship for Jackson Dart. So Adno Mitchell's currently our wide receiver 3. Still need O-line. We got our special team sorted. We got our RB2. 1-2 punch, speed, thunder and lightning, if that's what you want to call it. Just BPA again. Apart from line, I think it's a case of BPA. With this auto-generated draft class, we should get a better draft. Who do we want to scout? So I focus scouted some linemen that are on my favourites board, down the board. See if any of those are any good. And here we go into the 2028 NFL draft. We got plenty of picks, few needs, nothing. And we're going to sim straight to pick number 11. I'm not going to trade up. And we're going to see what we've got here. There is a corner, Nasir Copper, who was on my board. B zone, A man, B press, B catching. Really good athlete. Fastest 40-yard time. Definitely someone we would think about. Player 2, we did scout. So we got a 1 to 2 center. We got a round 1 tackle. And then, so we got value down the board on O-line. I think that makes Nasir Copper the pick here. We know he's a true round 1 talent. Ches Norman, your stock's risen a bit, isn't it? Good God, he looks awful. Yep, Nasir Copper's going to be the 6'4" out of Oregon, man to man corner. He's going to be good. He's ranked number 14. We got him at 11. Normal development. You're joking. He ran the fastest 40. It's 94 speed, 91 acceleration. Normal development stings, but he's going to be mid to high 70s. So that's our Paulson Adebo replacement. Back in here at pick number 24, I've got Diego Colon favorited. A release, A catching, decent athlete, elite strength, which is an interesting one. A medium route, A spectacular catch. He looks good. We've also got, we've got a few wide receivers here. This guy as well. He's fast, but I think we're going to go Max Webster. We could potentially move him inside. We don't. There's no value there, though. We're going to trade out of this one. We're going to trade out. We're going to pick up a first next year, or we might even pick up just second. No one's offering a first next year. The Falcons are. We'll get Falcons first next year. Pick up a 4th. Falcons move up for Billy Sawyer, D tackle. And I forgot we were picked 24 in this. That's going to fuck us right up. I bet my player's just gone. Diego Colon's gone. Yeah, centre, I think. Shit. Oh, I've ballsed it up. I've ballsed right up. Still have CJ Monroe on the board. Damn! What have I done? I thought we had a pick early on in the second round. This guy looks okay. A3. Touchdown Falcons. Ah, messed up. We are going to go with Manny Durham. No, we're not. There's a better one than that. Sean Richards, ranked 84. We got him at 56. Normal dev. I fucked this right up. What is wrong with me? I used to be able to draft really well. I have not drafted well on this game for fucking ages. I need to start taking the player when I like them at the pick that I've got instead of trying to be clever. We were at number 3, round number 3. We're going Monroe. CJ Monroe. We know he's around 3 to 4 talent. Ranked number 83. We got him at 83. Hidden dev. Come on. There we go. Depth on the O-line. That's what we were after. He'll probably start for us, actually. At left guard. Now we need to start going after our D tackles. Plenty of them here. We're going to start with Matt Rogan. We know he's a round 1 talent. He looks unbelievable. He could be top 20. He's 21. We got him at 88. Hidden dev. There we go. Let's not mess about. Let's keep it running. We're going to double up on D tackle here. And we're going to go Ben Clancy. A tackle again, 6'2", nose tackle out of Florida State. Ranked number 28. We got him at 112. Hidden Dev again, 92 strength. D-line improving. Clifford, another D tackle. We know all about these D tackles. We don't need another D tackle. Any good athletes? Jabari Barker ran a 4.29, 4.26 at his pro day. Let's draft him. Draft speed, 102. We got him 115. Normal dev, 95 speed. That, I mean, we'll do the next one as well. Sherrod Henry. Courtney McCallum. We're going to get a tight end here. Ranked 187. We got him at 120. Hidden development. There we go. Come on. And that's going to be the end of the draft. We'll let the CPU do the rest. Not the best, but we did pick up some hidden dev talent down the board. We've sorted out our D-line, I think, and we picked up some extra picks. We got Nasir Copper in the first round, 77. Sean Rich was a 71. Monroe was a 71. To be fair, it's not a bad draft class. Rogan, 76. Ben Clancy, 75. Jabari Barker, our speedster. Receiver, 70. 67, but with a dev trait. And then we got some more depth down the board, including the quarterback, Cam Ford, 68 overall. Bowling Green State. We got a D tackle here, and up to 70. We'll check out the draft class, do what we missed on. And yeah, Kirkpatrick's an 83, generational D tackle. Saw that coming. There's a couple. Oh, Trevino, I had them both on my board. 81. Donald's an 81. Webster was an 80. I had all these guys on my board. That's frustrating. This draft class was stacked. Absolutely stacked. That's a hell of a draft class. Wow. So let's have a look at how the team looking after the off season. Monroe's going to play left guard for us. I'm going to move him over. He's got hidden dev. He's a 71. So the O-line still looks weak. But we did get Adonai Mitchell in free agency. And then Jabari Barker, who can go up to wide receiver 4 with his speed. Offensively, this is the big difference, I feel. This D-line, I mean, he hasn't really developed at all, has he, old Ego or Alexander? Let's move these guys up. Get them both starting right away. Nasir Copper, that's at corner. Special teams is sorted. We've got the 98 power kicker. Ridiculous. Here we are at week 1 then. In season number 4? 3, 4? Not really sure. This is how we're going to line up. Rowe's going to start. Adonai Mitchell's wide receiver 3 at the moment, but Barker's going to play a little bit that deep threat. Defensively, we've got the rookies on the D-line straight away. Let's start them. Let's get them going. Let's hope for more out of Brian Burns this season, and let's hope we can win some fucking football games. We've made the playoffs in every year, as far as I can remember. We haven't won a game in the playoffs yet. Let this season be the season. We're going to see you at the mid-season mark. So we're just coming back here while I'm doing through the games. 2, Carnell Tate, 191 receiving yards, 5 receiving touchdowns, gets Offensive Player of the Week. 5 touchdowns for Carnell Tate. That is absolutely ridiculous. We beat the Bengals 45-16. Jackson Dart throws 6 touchdowns and a pick. Cam Scatterbo puts up nearly 100 yards on the ground. Carnell Tate, 5 touchdowns, 191 yards. Is he the best wide receiver in the league? He might just be. That's incredible. I thought we'd just come back and have a look at that. We will now see you at the mid-season mark. We are 2-0, by the way. Okay, we're at the mid-season mark, and after going 2-0, are 3-4, and that includes the win last week against the Cowboys. So we went 2-0, and then lost 4, and now we've won again. This is such a strange game. Lost to the Bucks, lost to the Vikings, lost to the Eagles, lost to the Packers. They're all good teams. Beat the Cowboys 35-24. We're obviously playing a Jackson Dart, smashing it. They got Jeremiah Love. I forgot about that. We're obviously playing a number 1 schedule. We've got the top 5 in offensive points per game, top 10 in rushing yards, top 10 in rushing defense. But other than that, our defense sucks, and our passing yards suck. Even though he's putting up ridiculous numbers, so weird. Jackson Dart, 4 touchdowns. It's Offensive Player of the Week. We're going to set our national scouting focus to corner, and then we should check out. We've got a D-line breakout. Who could this be? Abdul Carter. He's a certified superstar. There we go. Upgrade the players. Check the contracts. Carnell Tate's the best wide receiver in the league. I stand by that. Check the contracts. Abdul Carter. This is going to be a big one. We want to keep him, obviously. 5-year, 165 million, and Abdul Carter is a giant for the next 5 years. Cam Scatterbo, we want to keep. 4 years, 42 million. Not enough for Cam. Now this is the one. Jackson Dart, 87 rated. Still normal development. Wants an awful lot of money. I don't think we're going to do that. Brian Burns, 30 years old now. Hasn't been very good. Hasn't lit the world up. Definitely something to think about. If Brian Burns can put up 10 plus sacks this season, we consider re-signing him to a 1 or 2 year. Jackson Dart needs to have an unbelievable season for us to re-sign him, especially at that price, because that normal development worries me. We want to keep Cam Scatterbo as a superstar. There wasn't anyone else. Where can we save? Brian Burns. Everyone else is under contract. We are in a small window now. We could really do with winning a Super Bowl this year. CJ Mormo's star, but we do that. We offensively still don't know the depth traits on these two. That's unusual. We are going to sim to playoffs and hope we're in. 3 and 4 at the moment. We need a turnaround, and we do make the playoffs. We end up going 11 and 6. So we did turn it around. I keep clicking the wrong thing. We were here, week 8. So we beat the Eagles, beat the Commanders, lost to the Ravens after the bye, beat the Rams 10-3. Well, we struggled those 2 weeks. And then we won out. We won our last 5 games. Bears, Steelers, Titans, Browns, Commanders to finish 11 and 6. We win the NFC East, which is great. And we end up with a top 10 defense. Well, top 5 defense and a top 5 offense. That's some turnaround. That's incredible. Weekly awards, Cam Scatterbo, 3 touchdowns and over 200 yards from scrimmage. Do we have any other guys throughout the season? KJ Bolden, 13 tackles and an interception in week 15. Trenton Simpson, 4 tackles, a sack, a forced fumble, 2 fumble recoveries in week 9. And Jackson Dart, 4 passing touchdowns. Back-to-back for Jackson Dart. Abdul Carter, incredible season. Incredible turnaround. And we are back in the playoffs. And I think we're at a point where we will jump in, if needed, in these playoff games. We'll check the stats. Jackson Dart's got a star dev. That's changed everything. He's probably put his price up as well. Jackson Dart's got up to a star dev. Rogan had star dev. Still don't know about Clancy for some reason. We'll go and look at the stats. 3,600 yards, 32 touchdowns, 11 picks for Jackson Dart. It's not his best season. He's had a better season than that, but somehow got a star dev this year. Got 300 on the ground as well with 5 touchdowns. So we're talking 4,000 yards and 37 touchdowns. Yeah. Cam Scatterbo 4 receiving. Carnell Tate does what he does. 1,400 yards, 19 touchdowns. Malik Neighbours has been so disappointing. I wonder what happens if we put him in the slot, because he's been so disappointing and we paid him as well. 700 yards, 4 touchdowns. Adonai Mitchell didn't get a touchdown. 500 yards. Where's that? Jabari Barker didn't even get a catch. Offensively, we're looking for Brian Burns to have a big year, and he did. 15 and a half sacks. That's more like it. We'll see if we're going to try and bring back Brian Burns and Jackson Dart, and that's going to be our money. And then our window is very short. 3 interceptions, Holland, 2 for Bolden, 2 for Banks, Simpson, Pace. We are in the playoffs, and we've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We look at the yearly awards. We might have a couple of players in there. Nothing in MVP. Coach of the year, we fear it's top 5. Carnell Tate comes second, gets beaten out by Devontae Adams, who's got to be 58 at this point. Cam Scatterbo comes top 5. Offensive Player of the Year, Abdul Carter, Brian Burns, all in there. Offensive Rookie of the Year, nothing. Defensive Rookie of the Year, we've got Cam Cohen and Matt Rogan. Who's Cam Cohen? I don't recognise that name. We'll check it out after. Quarterback, Jackson Dart top 5. Running back, Cam Scatterbo takes it. Receiver, Carnell Tate comes second. O-line, E-line, Abs Carter, Brian Burns. Linebacker, Trenton Simpson in the top 10. DB, Javon Holland in the top 10. And Lucas Canero wins the best kicker. Who was Cam Summon? Cam Cohen, rookie out of Rutgers, Sam linebacker, apparently had a decent season. Carnell Tate's in the slot, that's why. Well, I'm going to keep it like that then. We might do Malik Neighbours in the slot next season, just to see if that makes any difference. But hopefully that doesn't affect Carnell Tate's season. We shall see. We're going to jump into this game against the Buccaneers in the wild card. Pretty evenly matched teams. But we've got the best receiver in the league in Carnell Tate, and hopefully that's enough. We are going to jump in if need be. Hopefully I don't have to, because it's a snow game. I don't want to. We are the home team. We are 7-0 down. We're still 7-0 down. We are still 7-0 down. We are now tied it up. We've tied it up at 7 apiece. We're 14-7 down. We're going to jump in to try and tie it up, but I don't feel confident doing this at all in this weather. Oh my God, look at this. What even is this? McCallum gets a first down. There we go. Jackson Darts over 200 yards. 2 picks. Wow. Cam Scatterbo. Keep going. Damn. Fourth and 2. This is so hard. Why have they put us in the snow? Fucking stupid, man. 4th and 2. Game on the line. Cam Scatterbo. Did he get it? He got it. No way. We need to hurry up. Should have that. Oh, he's had it. Come on, Jackson. Third and 10. 14-yard reception. Carnell Tate. Time's running out. We get the touchdown. We tie it up 14 apiece. We're going to go play by play. We go into overtime. Can't stop this Bucs offense. They get a field goal. We know what we need. Touchdown wins it. 1st and 10. 2nd and 13. We need a big play. Yes! Yes! Come on! We win it. 20-17. Is your final in the snow. Wow. I didn't actually get. I actually made it worse by jumping in. Jackson Dart, 31 for 42 for over 300 yards. He ends up with 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. It's good enough to win the game. Cam Scatterbo was good. Receiving, Cam Scatterbo was unbelievable, actually. He had 134 yards from scrimmage. Adonai Mitchell getting involved as well. Neighbours getting involved. Traders Green. Ball was going everywhere. Jackson Dart was smashing the ball around. 2 sacks for Matt Rogan, 1 for Sexy Dexy. No picks. We have won a playoff game. Come on. Let's hope it's not snowing in the next one. See, we've got Takario Davis has quietly been developing well. See who we've got in the divisional. And it's our old foes, the Philadelphia Eagles. Wow. They defeated the Cardinals 42-31. Still Jalen Hurts. Ty Simpson's there. Still Jalen Hurts going 330 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 picks. That's an insane game. Saquon didn't do much. AJ Brown's still there. They've got Evan Stewart. Dallas Goedert still there. Devontae Smith. Defensively, Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Nakobe Dean, Jihadi Campbell, Quinion Mitchell. Still a good team, but we won the division. The NFC East is ours, and let's see if we can topple the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC divisional. It's not rain. It's not snowing, which is a bonus. I didn't mean to do that. Excuse me. We go 3-0 up. We get a field goal. 7-3 down. We get a touchdown back. We lead 10-7 going into halftime. 17-7, 17-14. Yes! We win 17-14 as your final. We defeat the Philadelphia Eagles. And we are into the NFC Championship game. Not a very good game for quarterbacks. 194 yards both for each of them. Jackson Dart throws 2 picks. Jalen Hurts throws a touchdown and a pick. Rushing, Scatterbo. Both quarterbacks got a rushing touchdown. Scatterbo got another. Receiving, Carnell Tate did what he does. Malik Neighbours there. Adonai Mitchell. Defensively, TFL, 2.5 sacks for Sexy Dexy. And a pick for Javon Holland. That's what we want to see. We are into the NFC Championship game. I didn't actually look to see who we could have faced in it had we won. Is this a year? It could be. Let's not speak too soon because in the two playoffs games so far, we have looked pretty awful and only scraped wins. We've got the New Orleans Saints who defeated the Packers, who have won a Super Bowl in this rebuild. They've got Minnie Mahomes at quarterback. They've got Christian McCaffrey as well. Wow. Still got Olave. Saints. Yeah, they've still got Christian Olave. Booty. Emmanuel Collins is there. Christian McCaffrey. Excuse me. Wow. Jonas Sanka. Bryce Huff. Peter Woods. We look like we're the better team. We are the better team in terms of overall, offensively, defensively, record, stats. We are the better team. Doesn't always mean you're going to win, though. And we got home field advantage again. It's at the MetLife. Let's make it to a Super Bowl. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's snowing again. That's not good. We go down 7-0 early on. Pull it back to 7 apiece. 10-7. Hold them to a field goal. Oh, we get nothing. 14-10, we lead. They come back with a touchdown. 17-14. We lead 21-17. 24-21. No way. 22 seconds to go, and the Saints look like they've stolen it from us, and they have. Right in the last minute, the New Orleans Saints steal it from us. 24-21 is your final. Ah, fuck. Dylan Raiola, Minnie Mahomes, 3 touchdowns on the day. Jackson Dart was efficient. Christian McCaffrey. Cam Scatterbo got 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Adonai Mitchell led the way. Christian McCaffrey still unbelievable. Malik Neighbors got a touchdown on his only reception. A couple of sacks, no picks. That's upsetting. That's a harsh way to lose. These snow games need to fucking do one. Jackson Dart gets a skill point. He goes up to 92 with morale. He is a true scheme fit now, but the big thing is that star dev. So we should look to re-sign him. If we can afford him. And we've also got, I said we'd re-sign Brian Burns if he got over 10 sacks. He ended up getting about 15, but he is 30, 31 now. We could look to replace Brian Burns to save money. Season recap. Saints lose in the Super Bowl to the Chargers. Justin Herbert with MVP. Sellers with NFL MVP. Ches Norman, Falcons. Quarterback gets Rookie of the Year. Marcus Kirkpatrick, the #1 overall, gets Defensive Rookie of the Year for the Browns. We'll have a look at the upgrade players, and then we'll have a look at the roster before going into the next season, which is hopefully going to be our last one. Cam Scatterbo goes up to an X Factor. That's unreal. Malik Neighbors loses his superstar. We're going to put him in the slot next year. Jackson Dart to gain that star. Offensively, Javon Holland up to an X Factor. Clancy's a superstar. That's cool. D-line looks like we've got that sorted. No upgrades for Davis or Copper, unfortunately. Lucas Carnero's a star now. It's all coming up Millhouse. We need to put Malik Neighbors in the slot. And let's go and re-sign Jackson Dart to a ridiculous contract. And Cam Scatterbo. Do Jackson Dart first. 6 years, £360 million. Let's bring back Scat. Cam Scatterbo doesn't want to return. We're going to end up franchise tagging him, I think. Brian Burns, can we get him on a 1 year? No, Brian Burns is going to walk. We're going to accept the 5th year on Wagner, just in case we don't want to re-sign him. And we're going to franchise tag Cam Scatterbo. We've got 40 million left, and so that's actually worked out okay. Burns is walking. Edge is now our biggest need. And we've got 40 million. O-line looks okay, still developing, still young. Receivers, we've got unbelievable 1-2. And we've got Bryce Young, which we haven't really utilised yet. Goes up to a star dev. If we can't find an edge rusher, we do have one, technically speaking. Need a long snapper. That's always fun. Sort that first. Armand Razia. Hogan Hatton. Brent Coleman. Come on down. So we need Armand Razia. Look, there's Brian Burns. Did we get anyone on a rental? Tui Pelotu. Oladeo. How much does he want? He's affordable. He actually grows into a beast in this game as well. We're going to offer him a big deal because we know how well he can play in this game. And I think that's probably going to be it unless we want... Do we need another mentor? I mean, really, because... no, Aidan Connell's still here. We're not going to need anything. More depth at D-tackle, more depth at corner, a receiver maybe, O-line if it's there. But right now, we want Oladeo to say, yes, please. And he doesn't. Where's he gone? Vikings? Oh, that hurts. Oh, I really wanted him. That's annoying. Oh, that's hurt. That's shit, man. Damn. We got the long snapper. We're just going to have to go to 3 out of the draft. See what picks we've got. We'll check out mock draft 5 once we know what picks we've got. We've got 3 firsts. We've got Atlanta's at 12, Houston's at 22, ours at 30, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Oh shit, we can be really aggressive if there's a good player here. Mock draft 5, Eric Rodriguez. There is an edge. There's a couple of edges. We don't know the talent on any of these guys. Matthew McQueen as well. So where are we picking? What team are we? Giants. Okay, now 12. Tony Edmonds, corner. 22 and 30. Do we know the true talents on any of these players? We know nothing. We know Vance is around 1. That's good. We've got our private workouts here. We're going to chuck them on the top edge rush guys, because that's our biggest need. Riley Westbrook looks good. Chuck one on him and him and him. I'm just going to go into the draft class and set my favourite board. So we're back in a moment. So here we are at the NFL draft for 2029. Just go over the team, make sure you so we know what we need. O-line is still in play, really. Depth or anyone who could potentially start. Receivers not out of the question if there's an upgrade. And defensively, edge is our biggest one. D-tackle, we could get more depth. Corner, we could get more depth. And I did notice a certain safety in the draft that could be good. Well, will be good. I know that for a fact. 2029 NFL draft. Here we go. And we do have 3 picks in the first round, so we can be aggressive if there's anyone that we really like. There's 2 edges here. Round 1 talent. And I should have checked the mock draft. Riley Westbrook. I think we might have to go pick from pick. I think I'm happy with any of these guys. I'd be happy with. So we'll go pick to pick. Westbrook, Rodriguez, Lindstrom. And then if we need to trade up, we will. Dolphins select tackle Dion Black. Bears go Rodriguez. There's the first one gone. Jags go quarterback. Trevor Lawrence is no more. Steelers go quarterback. Chiefs go receiver Julian Bass. Quarterback goes to Seahawks. 3 quarterbacks off the board already. Vikings go D-tackle. 49ers go O-line. Pats go D-tackle. Lions go quarterback. Tennessee go corner, which means we have got the pick at number 12 of which one of these we prefer. Brendan Lindstrom has got A finesse moves, C power, C tackle, C block shedding. Great athlete. We know he's a true round 1 talent. Or Riley Westbrook with A tackle, A power moves, even better athlete, and we know he's around 1 to 2. I'm leaning towards Riley Westbrook. Who's this guy? Doesn't look as good. Do we go Lindstrom because we know he's around 1? Do we go Westbrook because we prefer him and he's a year younger? We're going Riley Westbrook. He's ranked number 48. What is wrong with me? Hidden Dev, which is good. He's going to start for us. That's really annoyed me. Could have got the true round 1, but I preferred Westbrook. He was around 1 to 2, but round 1 to 2 is good anything from like 25 to something. Why couldn't he be in the 25? We've got 2 more picks in this first round. Matthew McQueen's off the board. Franklin's up. There's Lindstrom goes to the Bucks. 2 receivers here. Quarterback's still on the board. Anything we know about a round 1 corner? Victor Vance with elite acceleration. We could always... Oh, fuck, we're done. Rank number 15. Got him at 22. Normal dev. I've just realised what I've missed out on. Oh, he's not there anyway. That's fine. These guards down the board look good value. There's another edge here on my board. Where did that strong Chip Douglas? There he was, number 21. Chip Douglas, strong safety. He's going to be the number 1 player in the class. He went a pick before us as well. That's annoying. We pick at 30. Let's have a look at our board. There is this running back that we like. We know that... No, it wasn't him. Was it him? It was him. Noah McCann. We know that Cam was playing on the franchise tag, so I did put him down. This Noah McCann. He looks a lot better than he does at the moment. I thought he was going to be better than that. Jake Veldman. We could double up on edge. Couple of edges here. D tackles, obviously, also an option. O-line down the board. Are there any receivers we like? Look like it. There's a round one guard here. I know it's a UDFA projection, but let's just get him in. Round one guard, rank number 21. We got him at 30. Hidden dev. Just not make the mistakes that we have been making and just pick the players that we like instead of trying to get value. Albertson, the quarterback, looks terrible. Josh Roman could be depth at linebacker. Max Fisher. Let's draft this guy. Josh Roman, ranked 118, 62, hidden dev, great athlete. Depth at linebacker. We should still have some players on our board. And we do. Let's go Lobato, round 1 to 2 guard. Rank number 27, hidden dev. Bosch, have a look at the D tackles. This guy's interesting. Could be a dud. Ranked 83, got my 126. Hidden dev. Anyone else on our board? Yeah. McFarland's still there. Round 1 to 2 talent. Guard. Rank 44, got my 158. Hidden dev. Oh, we're smashing this. Let's keep it going. Oh, make a selection. See if we can find a fullback. Any generational fullbacks. Zach Norwell. Who knows? It could be shit. Zach Norwell's ranked 89. Go at 190. Normal dev. That'll do for the draft. Let the CPU do the last bits. Decent draft overall. We obviously cocked up with the first pick, but I still think he's going to be decent. Riley Westbrook's a 74 with hidden dev. Edge rusher. We did manage to get a 76 corner and a 76 guard in the first round as well. There's a 70 linebacker who's a great athlete. Another guard 75. Another guard 74. A 72 fullback. Another guard at 72. And then a D tackle at 72 as well. At least we know the O-line sorted if we did want to revisit. If we don't win the Super Bowl this season and we came back, there you go, we got the Parks brothers. I don't know. They're all low linemen. They'll all move around and jump in each other's way, I suppose. We didn't get another receiver, but that's fine. Offensively, we're going to start Westbrook over Young, just because he got that dev trait. We are going to go and check, see if there's anyone we missed. AJ Posey, 70 overall, D tackle with star dev. There's number one. There's a receiver here, star dev, Jamie Fitzsimmons. That's going to do that. And upgrade the players. Riley Westbrook getting a couple of upgrades. We're going to check out the team and then we're going to sim and hopefully see you in the playoffs. O-line stays the same. Just got depth behind them. Wide receiver core, Carnell Tate, Malik Neighbours. We are going to move Neighbours to the slot, see what happens. Norwell's in at fullback. Defensively, let's get Westbrook starting. D tackles everywhere. The team's good. I think the team's good enough. If anything, we could do a superstar corner, but I think we're going to be fine. AJ Posey's been stolen off us already. Let's go to, depth slot. Receiver, Malik Neighbours. Malik Neighbours in the slot. Let's see what happens. And we'll see you at the mid-season mark. So here we are at week number 9, and we're 4-3. We're actually throwing the football. Well, we got the best run defense, which is a testament to our D-line, which we've been upgrading every season in the draft. 10th in passing defense. Our run dropped like a stone with 20th, but we're top 10 in passing yards. Very strange season so far. Let's have a look at who we've beaten. So we started off 2-0 again, beating the Cowboys and Seahawks, lost to the Packers, beat the Rams, lost to the Cardinals, beat the Commanders, lost to the Chargers. 4-3. We do currently sit top of the NFC East. There's no one to be seen in the stats, which is worrying. Check out who needs to be re-signed. We've got 100 million, and he can have it all. Carnell Tate, best receiver in the league. He's going to get a big deal. 5 years, 205 million. Not good, not enough. Cam Scatterbo, sign him for the rest of his prime. Not good enough. What is happening? Ivan Pace, Andrew Thomas, Dexter. Our Super Bowl window is now. Our Super Bowl is now. Riley Westbrook is star dev. Can't see anyone advanced. No. Was that it? Feel like Let's go to the playoffs. Hopefully we're in it, and hopefully we can win a Super Bowl this year. 2029. We're getting on now. We've been going nearly 4 hours. Let's get it. We finished 11-6, and that is good enough for the 1 seed. Not only the NFC East title and the 1 seed. What a turnaround. We end up top 3 in offense, nearly top 10 in defense. Again, our second half of the season is unbelievable. So we were here, we had the Raiders, we lost the Raiders, and then we lost the Chiefs. We beat the Eagles, Panthers, 49ers, lost the Broncos, and then won our last 4 games, including the Eagles 35-14. This is crazy. Jackson Dart with his best ever season, nearly 4,500 passing yards, 35 touchdowns and 6 picks. I'd say that's pretty much worth the money that we've paid him. Cam Scatterbo, 1,400 yards, 13 touchdowns. We need to keep him. Receiving, Carnell, finally, there we go. Carnell Tate went nuclear. 1,700 yards, 21 touchdowns. Malik Neighbours over 1,000 yards as well. Adonai Mitchell getting involved. Trades Green's been decent defensively. Triple-digit tackles for Pace, Simpson, Phillips. Double-digit TFLs for Dexy. And then sacks, Riley Westbrook, the rookie, 12.5 sacks. Abdul Carter, 12 sacks. Dexter Lawrence, 8, and a few more there. Our rookie got more sacks than Abdul Carter. That's unbelievable. Pace got 3 interceptions. Phillips Holland, 2. Roman, our linebacker rookie. Deontay Banks got an interception as well. Is this the season that we win the Super Bowl? Riley Westbrook has got 5 skill points. We'll check after, but I think he'll probably win Defensive Rookie of the Year. If he hasn't, he should have. Playing up to an 85 as a rookie, that's class. 81 base, playing up to Star Dev, that might go up to Superstar. All these ones. Check any dev traits that we've got. Shay's a superstar. Our O-lineman, Shay, he's a superstar. That's class. Still got the X Factors on Scatterbo at the moment. Abdul Carter, Javon Holland, still superstars. No anywhere else, I don't think. Let's just check, see if we got Defensive Rookie of the Year. Jackson Dart in 6th for MVP. Brian Dable 3rd, Coach of the Year. Carnell Tate wins Defensive Player of the Year again. Jackson Dart in 7th. Defensive Player of the Year, no one. Defensive Rookie of the Year, no one. Defensive Rookie of the Year, there we go. Riley Westbrook wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. Josh Roman in the top 5 as well. Best QB, Jackson Dart comes 2nd. Best running back, not there. Carnell Tate wins Best Receiver. O-lineman, nothing. D-lineman, nothing. Linebacker, Ivan Payson at 8. DB, nothing. Kicker, nothing. What a strange season. But we've got the first round bye. This is the year, surely. This is a hell of a team. I'd say we've got a hell of a team. The Saints are better at everything, apparently. They are the team that knocked us out last year. We need to get revenge. We're the home team again. It was a snow game, which I think played a part. Let's see if we can defeat the Saints and go to the NFC Championship game for the 2nd season running. We will jump in if needed, as long as it's not a fucking snow game. It's not a snow game. Thank God for that. We go up 7-0 early. Saints get nothing on that drive. We are flying down the field. We get another touchdown. It's 14-0. Saints get 1. 7-14. We get a field goal for 17-7. Saints get back another touchdown. 24-14 going into the 4th. They pull it back. All we have to do is see it out. And we do. 24-21 is your final. Phew, that was close. Closer than it needed to be, I feel. But we do get over the line against the Saints. A bit of revenge from last season. Jackson Dart was Efficient, 15 for 21, 139 yards, touchdown and a pick. Cam Scatterbo was unbelievable, 84 yards, 2 touchdowns. We've got to lock him into that contract. Carnell Tate, 51 yards. Traders Green with our touchdown. Defensively, no TFLs. Couple of sacks. And that pick from Drew Phillips. Doesn't matter how you win them, as long as you win them. We're into the NFC Championship game. And we are going to play. Who's your money on? The Minnesota Vikings, who just beat the Packers 31-10. They've got Levy Holcomb as their quarterback. It was JJ McCarthy last year. They've got Travis Etienne and Zach Charbonnet. Jordan Reveron. Justin Jefferson still there. Jordan Addison. Cam Coleman. Hawkinson. Defensively, Dylan Stewart. Oladeo. Of course they have. Oladeo was the real one we really wanted in free agency. He went to the Vikings and now we face them in the NFC Championship game for a chance to play either the Raiders or the Browns in the Super Bowl. We are the better team in every aspect. We have the same record, 11-6. We are the home team. We've got home field advantage. It's at the MetLife. Please don't be snowing. It's not snowing. Let's go. We go up 7-0. They pull it back 7-0. Going into the second half now already. We get another touchdown. It's 14-7. They pull it back. 17-14. 3 minutes on the clock. 17 apiece. 44 seconds on the clock. Let's jump in. We are going to jump in. We've got 3 timeouts. Got him. Malik Neighbours. Touchdown. There we go. Big shot play in the NFC Divisional. NFC Championship, sorry. Malik Neighbours. There we go. Should be enough to win the game, and it is. We jump in for one play. Deep shot, boom. Let's go. 24-17 is your final. We are into the Super Bowl. Jackson Dart was decent. 248 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Cam Scatterbo was solid, 67 yards, a touchdown. And then Malik Neighbours was unbelievable. 121 yards, 2 touchdowns. Mitchell getting involved. Carnell Tate only getting 2 catches. Probably getting double teamed. Rogan, 3 TFLs. Riley Westbrook getting involved. 1 sack for Abdul Carter, no picks. We are in to the Super Bowl. Who are we going to face? Is it the Raiders? Is it the Browns? It'd be interesting if it was the Raiders, considering that was the rebuild I did a few weeks ago on the channel. And we did get them to the Super Bowl. And I won't spoil it for you. Go back and watch it. few weekly awards. Malik Neighbours, Offensive Player of the Week. And I'm going to guess, based off the Players of the Week for the AFC, we are going to be facing the Raiders. And that's exactly who we do face. They beat the Browns 17-14 in a tightly contested game. Fernando Mendoza outplays Dante Moore. That's quite fun. Mendoza with a touchdown. Ashton Genty, 85 yards. And 70 yards receiving. Defensively, who have they got? They still got Max Crosby. They've got Jalen Phillips, Arvell Reese, D. Winters. Max Crosby is still there. Decent pass rush. But we are... Who are we? We are the New York Football Giants. We don't shy away from a challenge. Riley Westbrook gets 2 upgrade points. I'm going to assume that means Dev trait upgrade. Jackson Dart goes up to a superstar. That's awesome as well. Riley Westbrook's a superstar. Let's go. Roman's a superstar. Roman's a star dev. The linebacker we picked up, he's got a star dev as well. Some team we've built here. We are top 10 in every stat. Nearly top 5 in every stat. No, we're not. That's the Raiders. Oh my God. Excuse me. That's the Raiders. That's unbelievable. The Raiders are top 10 in every stat. They are stacked. Apparently we've got the better team. They went 12-5. We went 11-6. It's very, very similar. This is going to be a tight game. Here we go then. Super Bowl or bust. And the Raiders score first, but we score straight away. 14-7 Raiders. 21-7 Raiders. We need to get a score. We get a touchdown. It's 24. 17-24. 20-24. 2-minute 55. Fourth quarter. And we're going to go play by play on this drive. Touchdown gives us the lead. First and goal. Yes! 8-yard touchdown. Jackson Dart to Malik Neighbours for a touchdown. 28 seconds to go. We lead 27-24. 15 seconds, 12 seconds. Sack! That's it! Yes! Come on! We did it! We did it! New York Football Giants are Super Bowl champions once again. 27-24 is your final against the Las Vegas Raiders. We win it late in the fourth quarter. We'll have a look at the stats after. Let's just enjoy seeing Jackson Dart lift the Super Bowl. Roger Goodell there, Brian Dable, Jackson Dart. We got Carnell Tate. We got Traders Green. We got O-lineman for days. Who else did we get? We went and picked up Trenton Simpson, Ivan Pace. We got loads of D tackles. We drafted not brilliantly, but well enough We got young developmental players, and they all developed unbelievably. And in the end, Jackson Dart did as well. Superstar development. He went 20 for 33, 60% pass completion, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. Cam Scatterbo, 61 yards and a touchdown. I forgot to mention Cam Scatterbo, unbelievable for the whole rebuild. Really good. Receiving, Malik Neighbours, Carnell Tate, both getting touchdowns. Malik Neighbours really stepped it up the past couple of seasons. And then double-digit tackles, Trenton Simpson, couple of TFLs, few sacks there, including Matt Rogan, Abdul Carter, no picks. We've done it 27 to 24. And that is going to be the end of the video. We'll have a quick look at the team that won at the Super Bowl. Jackson Dart finishes as a superstar with 95 overall. Scatterbo finishes with an X-Factor. Carnell Tate's easily the best wide receiver in the league. Malik Neighbours lost his superstar dev, but then got better the last couple of seasons. Adonai Mitchell is a Super Bowl champion. That's all he has to say when people give him shit. O-lineman, look at all these players we drafted. Andrew Thomas has stayed the length of the rebuild, obviously, but really good. We got Wagner very early on. Probably first. Was he the first pick in the first draft? Traders Green replaced Theo Johnson, was awesome. Ivan Pace, Trenton Simpson, we got in the free agency. KJ Bolden, we got in the draft. Dexter Lawrence, Sexy Dex is still here. We just got him some better pieces around him on the D line. Riley Westbrook, superstar dev. What a pick he was. He didn't look great. He wasn't great value when we picked him up. It looks good value now. He's a superstar development rookie that's just won a Super Bowl. Ah, brilliant. Buzzing. We finished. Carnell Tate got the most receiving yards in the league, 21 touchdowns as well. Jackson Dart, second in yards. We finished as an 89 across the board overall team. That was class. I enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed it too. Please leave a like and subscribe. I'm going to do more of these videos because I do really enjoy making them. And follow me on socials and all that. Keep up to date. And I've got a new franchise series coming out soon that I'm working on, as well as the Dolphins one that's going to continue as well. But thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Peace out.